All in now. Set to go. All in for the start of the first of the day, the first of 9, 1100 metres the journey. Starter about to move up onto his ladder. Constance, the inside runner. Sasha Century stands up, Armada Gay. November Melee and Gold Flute standing well. It's a glorious day. Now they're set. Gates open, a good level start with the exception of Constance, who went back to the tail of the field, and Sister didn't jump all that well. Gold Flute and Royal Imperialist got away well, taken on now by November Melee, who's down towards the inside. Back behind those then came Armada Gay, followed then by Sasha Century. Getting up along the inside was Constance, followed by Cote d'Azur, Proud Edition, and about 3 then Sister at the tail of the field. On settling down as they leave the back and race down the side, and Gold Flute under a good rein as the leader, 3/4 of a length in front of Royal Imperialist. A half a length off third down towards the inside. November Melee going well, followed then by Armada Gay. Sasha Century going up 3 and 4 wide. Getting back behind those towards the turn, Cote d'Azur, followed by Proud Edition. Constance down towards the inside, and about 2 then. Sister last of all, but around the turn, 400 to go. And Gold Flute is the leader down towards the inside. Royal Imperialist on the outside is trying hard. Getting between those, November Melee's running on. And the next one then running on fairly well, Sister, who's coming right down the outside. Inside the 200, November Melee is the leader. But Sister moved up on the outside. It's Sister hitting the lead, and Sister from near the tail of the field races away. Sister first, November Melee second, Gold Flute third, followed by Armada Gay, then Cote d'Azur. Well back behind those, Proud Edition, followed then by Constance. Royal Imperialist weakened badly, and Sasha Century was the last one across the line.
Number 12, Sister, 663.20. New South Wales better on Super Tab and Queensland Totes. Number 10, November Malay, the favourite, paid $1.40. And number 9, Gold Flute, $4.60. That's race 1 at Goulburn. Don't despair if you're back to loser. There's 8 more of them to go.
$1.90. There's 3 out of line at Goulburn. Let's take it to Tony Campbell. Hello, Tony.
G'day, Hilton. Good afternoon to you. Moving in well, the John Hawkes trained galloper promoter favourite here. The rider Anthony Baker, better known as Snow Baker. Now just waiting on Jen Ying to move along to complete the line for the second race of the day, the Goulburn Barbecues Galore Fillies and Mares Maiden Handicap, 1100 metres. Now Jen Ying is the one out in those prominent yellow and red hoops. Marvell Ardell stands up towards the inside of the line. Promoter in the John Hawkes or the Woodland stud colours, Cerise. Cedar Girl stands up. Now still waiting on Jen Ying. It's the one out of the stalls. This is the second of 9. Now Jen Ying led forward. We're just about set for a start here, although Jen Ying balked at the gate. Goes in now. The line is set. Stand by. Just waiting on the starter to go up onto his ladder to release the field. Marvell Ardell and Cedar Girl now towards the inside. And away they go, and Marvell Ardell was slowly away, and Chelsea Town and Promoters back towards the tail of the field. When they hit the ground, and County K and Star Flare is driving through and making up ground down towards the inside, Cedar Girl. And now going up into third place was Marvell Ardell after that slow getaway. After sorting themselves out, they've got about 750 metres to go. It's a good race for the lead. County K in the centre just in front of Marvell Ardell. A close third, Star Flare on the outside. About 2 behind those, gaining ground now was Promoter in the all cerise colours. Back behind those then Cedar Girl, followed by Tagore on the outside. A further break to Chelsea Town back in centre field, then Yasminette, followed by Contrary well back with Grove Lady, followed by Pauline's Pleasure, and Jen Ying back at the tail of the field. But around the home turn inside the 400, County K raced away with a handy lead. Into the clear now, Promoter, the Greys running on fairly well, and further back behind those Star Flare down towards the 200, and now Promoter raced up and dashed to the lead. Promoter kicked away, followed then by Cedar Girl plugging away, and the next one was Marvell Ardell, but Promoter races away for a very good win indeed. Promoter goes to the line very well. Promoter first, now second Cedar Girl, getting up for third Contrary, a good run. In behind those Chelsea Town, followed then by Marvell Ardell, then Star Flare, Grove Lady, followed by County K who weakened, then Tagore, Pauline's Pleasure, Jen Ying and Yasminette, the last one across the line. Well, that was a very good win by Promoter. Didn't jump all that well, but wasn't bustled along by Anthony Baker, better known as Snowy Baker, and he rode it very well, very well indeed. This 3-year-old grey filly by Twig Moss out of Publicise, and she was having her 11th start today, first win and 3/3, trained by John Hawkes. So number 3, the winner promoter, $2 even, 130, 2 Cedar Girl, 170, and 1 Contrary, a big run. It was back near the tail of the field, but it ran to the line very well indeed, and number 1 Contrary is a horse to watch, but all credit to the winner promoter, raced by the Woodland Stud Syndicate, the managers Jack and Bob Ingham, a 3-year-old grey filly by Twig Moss out of Publicise, trained by John Hawkes, and as I said, having her 11th start today. And we'll have more from Goulburn in just a moment.
All right, Tony, Anthony Baker, a young fellow who has only recently broken back into the riding ranks. I think he broke his shoulder early on and gave the game away, but it's good to see that John Hawkes is giving him a chance, and he's certainly going to get on some very nice horses. So well done, Anthony Baker.
Wash look, not too far away, Seb's Princess. Now easing back a bit was Wrangler on the outside. A length or so to Prince Rouge, followed by Jeb, well back Candles, and about 3 then Danorama at the tail of the field. As they leave the back and race down the side, the leader was Sunderbank under a good rain. A half a length in front of Stonewash look, second on the outside. 2 behind those Janes here to follow a similar margin then. Came Wrangler gaining ground, followed by Seb's Princess down towards the inside. A length or so Prince Rouge racing towards the turn, followed then by Candles on the inside. Jeb is on the outside and still about 3. Danorama at the tail of the field, giving these leaders a big start. But around the turn, 400 metres to go. Sunderbank is the leader. Moving up on the outside was Stonewash look, followed by Wrangler, who's being asked for his effort now. Further back then, Jane's Hit and Zeb's Princess. And further out, Prince Rouge, followed by Candles. As they race down towards the 200, Sunderbank has kicked away. Going very strongly in the blinkers. Sunderbank, the rider, has a peep back. He's about 3 in front of Stonewash look, followed by Wrangler on the outside. But it's all Sunderbank racing away. And Sunderbank wins it very well indeed. Wrangler got up for second, followed then by Stonewash look third, then Prince Rouge. A break behind those Jane's Hit, followed by Candle, Seb's Princess, and Jeb well back, and Danorama, well, it was last right throughout the race. Sunderbank 480, 160, very impressive. Number 6 Wrangler second, 160, and 12 Stonewash look to return, $4.40. Very impressive winner Sunderbank, 4, 6 and 12. Number 4 the winner Sunderbank, ridden by Luke Levy, trained by Mick Hood at Rose Hill. A 3-year-old bay gelding by Switch in Time out of Hunter's Run, raced by T-Hot, Miss F. Chung and TP Chang. But it won very well, Sunderbank, having its 10th start today. He's 10th start by that sire of numerous winners, Switch in Time. 10 starts now for 2 wins and a third. Number 6 second, Wrangler, ran on well, looking for further, trained by Danny Williams at Goulburn, Len Beasley. Wrangler by Carpstad out of My Flight, and third, Stonewash look, number 12. It's by Bo Denham out of Little Bit Rocky, trained by Gail Lodge at Yas, Jamie Innes. Well, Danorama, it was second favourite in the race. Never at any stage did it flatter. It was last right throughout Danorama, but the winner Sunderbank was far too good. 4, 6, 12, and Sunderbank on the tote, 480, 160, Wrangler 160, and Stonewash look $4.40. We'll have more from Goulburn in a moment.
Righto, Tony.
Race number 5, the halfway mark. Ready? And away they go. They've jumped away in a pretty fair line. Now what's going to lead? Divine Legend from the outside. Hear My Prayers, Naruma Guy, Kate Kanay and Keenaz. Diamond Crop behind them, Parlez-Vous as they work out of the straight, heading towards the first jump, then Ideal Future. Behind me, back into the field with around the neck, Zephyr Jack, Rami Sun, Funny Fella, and Daring Enterprise last as they approach the first, and Kate Kanay hopped over it okay by 2 lengths, Naruma Guy and Keenaz working up Divine Legend. Diamond Crop is over on the inside of Hear My Prayers, and Parlez-Vous trapped a little deep as they work into the back. A length and a half to Ideal Future and a half then to Zephyr Jack. A length behind me on the inside, Daring Enterprise from Rami Sun around the neck and Funny Fella. The pace is ordinary as they work along the back towards the next jump, and Keenaz pecked at it there and didn't jump at all that well. Keenaz went to go up on the inside as being restrained, and the Rumour Guy moves up to make a line of 3 as they go over the third, then Diamond Crop over on the inside of Hear My Prayers. A length away, Divine Legend on the inside of it then was Ideal Future, and in the centre, Zephyr Jack. 2 lengths further back, Parlez-Vous. A length away then behind me. They're all on their feet as they go over the next, then around the neck, Daring Enterprise. Funny Fella at the rear of the field, and on the inside is Rami's Son. They track off the back now, heading down towards the 900 metre mark, and the first of the jumps down here around about 650 metres out, and Keenas with his long flat run now takes the lead from Diamond Crop and Naruma Guy. A length away, Hear My Prayers. Kane pulling has now gone back to 5th. Over on the outside, Divine Legend as they approach the next jump. Then comes Zephyr Jack and Parlez-Vous. Behind me is on the inside an Ideal Future. A line of 3 next, Rami's Son, Daring Enterprise, and around the neck and 2 Funny Fella is at the reel. They come to the straight now, and here for the first of 4 in the lane. And the leader, Keenas from Diamond Crop over on the outside. Naruma Guy, nice and handy, then Hear My Prayers. Behind me, slipping up on the inside as they go over the first in the lane. Next then, Divine Legend, Parlez-Vous deep, having a good look at his jumps, followed then by Kane. Further back was Zephyr Jack, with an Ideal Future, Rami's Son about 3 away, then Daring Enterprise around the neck, and Funny Fella, the third in the lane. Keenas a length in front, second placing Diamond Crop, now being headed by Naruma Guy. Hear My Prayers on the inside. Oh, he's jumped the wing. He ran off there, Keenas. Keenas has run off at the last in the straight, tried to jump the wing, and as they leave the straight now, and the leader at this stage is now Naruma Guy. Diamond Crop saving tons of ground, goes up on the inside. Parlez-Vous makes it run out deep now, going to third with Hear My Prayers. Then behind me, Divine Legend and Zephyr Jack. They're tightly packed up front with Kane. 2 lengths to Rami's Son, steadily making ground. An Ideal Future, Funny Fella. Well back, Daring Enterprise, and 3 last of all is around the neck. Into the back they go once more. And the leader was now Naruma Guy from Diamond Crop. Parlez-Vous going to third. Hear My Prayers is fourth. A length Zephyr Jack. Kane behind me in a line. A length away then comes at the head of the others, Divine Legend. Lost a little ground there as they go over the next, followed by Rami's Son. Then Daring Enterprise, Ideal Future made a mess of that with Funny Fella, and around the neck. They've jumped the next inside the 1,000 metre mark, and the leader was Naruma Guy, the second of the double coming up. Naruma Guy almost joined by Hear My Prayers, who went up on the inside. A length and a half then to Parlez-Vous. Here's the last of the treble down the back. Zephyr Jack is running a race. Rami's Son continues to make ground. Diamond Crop is losing it. Then Ideal Future and Kane, the stablemates behind me, making a run now is around the neck. And then Daring Enterprise, well back, Funny Fella, Divine Legend. Naruma Guy inside the 800 metre mark by a length, Zephyr Jack. The inside, Rami's Son is running on strongly from Parlez-Vous. Then Hear My Prayers, Kane and Ideal Future. Then around the neck, over the next though, and Naruma Guy, hello, Hear My Prayers has dumped the rider, and the leader, Naruma Guy, as they're about to swing onto the course proper. One more jump to get over, and Naruma Guy, Rami's Son about to peel away from the inside, and deeper out then Zephyr Jack, and further back Kane, Ideal Future, Parlez-Vous, and then around the neck it's Naruma Guy joined by Zephyr Jack, who took the lead running down to the last. On the inside, Rami's Son may have run his race. Zephyr Jack the outside, jumped the last in front of Naruma Guy. Then Ideal Future, Rami's Son around the neck inside the 200, and it's fighting back. Naruma Guy on the inside, Zephyr Jack on the outside, and Naruma Guy. Zephyr Jack the outside, Naruma Guy the rail. Zephyr Jack in front near home. Naruma Guy trying to go around the neck, getting to third, but Zephyr Jack gets in. Zephyr Jack wins it by a long neck in a terrific race from Naruma Guy. Around the neck, I think's run third from Rami's Son, who came again. Then Ideal Future, with it Kane and also Daring Enterprise, Parlez-Vous, Funny Fella, clocking in late, Diamond Crop behind me and Divine Legend. And the only casualty in the race was the rider being dumped off Hear My Prayers at the second last. The winner, Zephyr Jack number 10, ridden by Adam Kent. The other casualty, of course, was Keenas, who didn't jump the last in the straight. Waiting for the numbers to be semaphored here. Zephyr Jack number 10, ridden by Adam Kent, takes out the steeplechase. Number 1 second, Naruma Guy. Great effort under the 69, Andrew Moore. And number 4 third, Around the Neck, ridden by Brian Constable. 10, 1 and 4. Fourth in number 14, Rami's Son, who looked a real threat, coming down with 2 to jump. And fifth into number 13, and that was Ideal Future. Time for the trip, 4:25.9. 4:25.9. 0.39. 4:25.39, which is almost 10 seconds outside the track record. The winner, Zephyr Jack, is by Zephyr Khan out of Salida, and Adios, the second mare.
Well, that was a spectacular...
Smart as well, the favourite, down towards the gate 2. They're set. And racing now. Prince Tater beat them out down towards the inside. Larchwood back near the tail of the field with Norm's Bridle. Now Smart as well as looking for the lead. And out very wide, Impish King is going up. And further out still was Yarram Lad. Getting back behind those as they sort themselves out. Roman Gypsy, followed then by Norm's Bridle down towards the inside. Inner Pieces on its outside. A break of about 2 behind those Knocky, followed by Larchwood, and Norm's Bridle is last. As they race down the back inside the 1,000 with the mouth open, keen to go faster. Yarram Lad is the leader now, about 2.5 in front of Impish King. A length behind those third, Smart as well, settling down well. A further break of about 3, Roman Gypsy. Down towards the inside as they leave the back and race down the side, Prince Tater. In a piece, a neck off on the outside. A further length and a half then came Feather Zip, followed by Knocky, and Norm's Bridle is second last. And Larchwood at the tail of the field. Down past the 600 metre mark, and Yarram Lad is the leader. No change in the order. Yarram Lad about 2 in front of Impish King. Now taking off and going up on the outside. Smart as well as running on. Back behind those, Roman Gypsy, followed by Inner Piece and Prince Tater down towards the inside, and well back behind those, Norm's Bridle as they swing for home in the straight with about 350 metres to go. Impish King 2 out from the inside is the leader. Now shaken up, Smart as well as looming up on the outside. Further back behind those then, Roman Gypsy, followed by Inner Piece, but now the favourite has darted away inside the final 150. Smart as well. This is a very, very promising galloper. Lenny Beasley has a look around, but there's no danger, and Smart as well has beaten the Roman Gypsy. Inner Piece is third, followed then by Impish King. Yarram Lad well back, followed then by Prince Tater, Norm's Bridle. The next one across the line, Larchwood, followed by Feather Zip, and Knocky the last one. Very promising. Number 2, Smart as well. Ridden by Lenny Beasley, trained by Danny Williams at Goulburn. And that's 2 starts for 2 wins for this very promising 3-year-old gelding by Spectacular Love out of Nefer. Was never ever going to lose the race. A lovely, big, strong chestnut gelding. Smart as well, raced by Alan Cardy, Michael Wiener, Mrs. VH and PH Green in partnership. Of course, Alan Cardy and Michael Wiener, they've been a long time owners for a number of years now, and they've had some very smart gallopers over the years too. As I said, Smart as well having his second start today, unbeaten 2 starts. Number 5 second, Roman Gypsy, a good run. John Grisdale, Boris O'Connell. I think it's O'Connell at Rose Hill by Potter McQueen out of Romney, Guinea. And third, number 6 in a piece, trained by Amanda Langler at Queanbeyan, Rowley Saxton, the rider there. The winner to return $190, $1.20, number 5, 210, number 6, 270, Quinella 770, Exacta 1180, Trifecta $50.80. But all credit to the winner, and I think we've seen a very, very handy horse in action here at Goulburn this afternoon. Number 2, Smart as well, Lenny Beasley. We'll have more in a moment.
Protest Terang, and it's 4th against 1st. So it's 4th against the winner. Now the 4th horse was 14, right?
Well, Guide goes up. Now the line is set. Race 5. The race over 1,400 and away they go. Stage right even down towards the inside, got out well. Ridden hard, Sweaters looking for the lead. Out wider on the track was Vlad, and there goes Count Her Feet, and World Guide from the wide barrier goes up. Easing in behind those Go the Poet, followed by Tulip Angel. Getting back in the field, Amadou Raja, followed further back behind those Big Harry. Alpine Song is on the outside and about 2. Tom the Dancer at the tail of the field, sorting themselves out as they race down the back inside the 1,000. And World Guide from that wide barrier is up on the outside of Sweat there. The joint leaders about 2.5 behind those Counterfeit. Down towards the inside, 4th was Stage Right Even. A length then Vlad, followed further back in the field, then Tulip Angel. Seattle Moon's on the outside. A long break in the field as they race down the side, gaining a bit of ground, Alpine Song. Then Tom the Dancer, followed then by Big Harry, Go the Poet. And Amadou Raja relegated to the tail of the field. Up towards the turn, race 5, and the leader was World Guide bowling along. Out wide on the track, Count Her Feet is running on, followed by Tulip Angel. Sweaters down towards the inside, and coming right around the field as Vlad as they race up towards the turn, back behind those in the field. Then Seattle Moon, followed by Tom the Dancer. In the straight, racing down with about 300 to go. Under the whip, the leader was World Guide. Now Stage Right Even has moved up on the outside. Stage Right Even raced to the lead inside the 200. World Guide is plugging away, followed by Big Harry into the clear, running on. And the next one was Count Her Feet, but it's Stage Right Even in front near the line, and too good. Stage Right Even is too good. Now second, Big Harry. World Guide held on for third. Then Count Her Feet, followed then by Go the Poet and Vlad. Then Seattle Moon, followed by Tulip Angel, Tom the Dancer. Alpine Song well back, followed further back in the field, Sweat. And Amadou Raja was the last one to pull up. Stage Right Even, the winner, 271.50. Number 1, the winner, Stage Right Even, ridden by Kim Bell. 270 for the win, $1.50 for the place. Second, number 7, Big Harry, Rolly Saxton, ran on well, but the winner, Stage Right Even, well ridden by Kim Bell, trained at Rose Hill by Adrian Owen, is raced by AJ and Mrs. KM Owen, a 6-year-old Bayer Brown gelding by Crazy Moon out of Vane Susan, and ridden by Kim Bell. Big Harry tried hard, and World Guide plugged away. It was a good run by World Guide, drew the outside barrier, had to be used up early, but it plugged on for third, and Count Her Feet will get fourth. 1, 7 and 3, Stage Right Even, ridden by Kim Bell. 7, Big Harry, Rolly Saxton second, and number 3, World Guide, John Nesbitt. 270, 150 for number 1, 530 for number 7, 270 for number 3, Quinella 37.50, Exacta $83, Trifecta $270.40. So that winner, Stage Right Even, has now had 11 starts. Lightly raced as a 6-year-old Bayer Brown gelding by Crazy Moon out of Vane Susan. 11 starts now. First win, of course, in 3 seconds prior to today. 1, 7, 3, following race 5 at Goulburn. The line. Now, Polite Force led forward. On High Above, trained by Mark Connor, standing up towards the inside of the line. North side has gone up. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, Don Zip played up here at the last meeting. It was a late scratching. Don Zip. That is, of course, if my memory serves me correctly. And looking across there, Don Zip is not at all keen on going up towards the barrier stalls for this race. Now, I'm pretty sure it was a late scratching here at the last Goulburn meeting. Paul Matthews is the rider of Don Zip. Now, Don Zip is the one out of line. All the other runners are standing up well over there at the 1,000. Now let's see whether Don Zip will go into the stalls today. Ingay stands up, Gabalan, Chicholina, Polite Force, She's a Grouch, North Side, National Lyric. Now Don Zip getting a bit closer to the stalls. Now let's see. Don Zip goes in. Starter about to go up to release the field. This is race 6, Goulburn. 1,000 metres, the gates open. That was a very good level start indeed, and She's a Grouch got away well. And driving through there was Gabalan looking for the lead, and not too far away behind those then on High Above. Oh, there's a good race for the lead now. For Lovers up in that leading group, and so too is Ingase. On settling down, that's the charge of the Light Brigade as they leave the back and race down the side. We're down towards the inside at She's a Grouch. There's another one up on the outside there too. We'll pick it up in a moment. It could be Gabalan. It is, in fact, and also For Lovers not too far away. And Ingase is out very wide on the track, and back behind those then in the field came Don Zip, followed by National Lyric and Super Allen well back. In behind those on High Above, and the Button as well back, but around the turn, racing past the 400 metre mark, She's a Grouch down towards the inside is in front, but now coming through the centre, For Lovers raced up very quickly. For Lovers raced to the lead at the 200. Gabalan is battling away, followed by Don Zip into the clear, coming quickly now. It's For Love taken on by Don Zip. They're drawing clear. It's For Love and Don Zip. For Lovers kicking back. She's a Grouch getting up along the inside. Don Zip did best, and Don Zip has beaten For Love, close for third. She's a Grouch, you're on High Above down towards the inside. Then Super Allen, followed further back in the field, Gabalan. Then the Button, followed by North Side, never really a chance. Then Chicholina. Back behind those in the field, National Lyric, followed then by well back Polite Force, and pulling up very quickly was Ingase. Don Zip is the winner, $16.60. 16.60 and 4.40. For Love given every possible chance, $1.50. Fairly close for third. On High Above was getting up along the inside, and I think from memory the other one there could have been North Side or Gabalan. But Don Zip is the winner, trained by Michael Wilson at Hawkesbury, ridden by Paul Matthews. A 4-year-old bay gelding by Wonder Dancer out of Zephyr Don, raced by AJ Prutton, J Tripodi, TJ and MJ O'Malley, M Packet, and A Locerdo in partnership. So the winner 7, Don Zip, 16.64.40. For Love second, 150. Now She's a Grouch and On High Above, the two in the photo for third. She's a Grouch, On High Above, they were the two closer down towards the inside. It's 7 and a photo. Now the third number about to go up. Following the running of that race, number 12, is it? Number 12 is third. She's a Grouch, ridden by Craig Agnew. So the numbers 7, 5, 12. Don Zip the winner, ridden by Paul Matthews. 5 For Love, Jamie Whitney second. And 12, She's a Grouch, Craig Agnew third. Now, the next race of the day, race 7. Just checking, the scratching is number 11, Young Zika. Young Zika, the scratching. That place getter, She's a Grouch for third, $3.40. 16.64.40 Don Zip, $1.50 For Love, $3.40 for She's a Grouch. We'll have more following race 6 at Goulburn in just a moment.
Won by number 7. Thanks, Tony. Totes it.
1400 metres, the Barbecues Galore May Cup. Starter goes up. Racing now, Revo Gold down towards the inside was slowly away, and Short Shooter got out well from Don't Slouch. Wide on the track, the Grey Dominican is looking for the lead, followed then by Richkin, drifting back on the inside, out wide Noble Dane, between runners Spectella, followed further back Gelato on the outside of Joseph, and Gil Hewer is the tail ender as they settle down and race down the back towards the 1,000 metre mark, and the leader was Short Shooted, a long neck in front of Don't Slouch, second on the outside, about 2 behind those Dominican, ahead off fourth on the inside Revo Gold, a break of about 2 to Richkin in the centre of the field, followed by Noble Dane, then Joseph down on the inside, a neck off on its outside there Spectella, and Gelato and Gil Hewer down on the inside with the last pair as they leave the back and race down the side, and the leader was Short Shooted, little change in the order, a long neck in front of Don't Slouch, applying pressure on the outside, a length and a half Dominican doing it well, followed by Revo Gold, Richkins on the outside, a further break behind those Joseph, followed by Noble Dane, Gil Hewer giving the leaders a big start on the turn, followed back then Gelato and Spectella last as they come around the home turn, 400 to go, and the leader was Short Shooter down towards the inside, just in front of Don't Slouch, out wide Dominicans running on fairly well, followed by Revo Gold down towards the inside, and the next one behind those Gelato, followed further back in the field Joseph, many chances at the 200, but out wide Dominican, the Grey has dashed to the lead Dominican, followed by Richkin, and Revo Gold down towards the inside, but Dominican, he's almost white, in fact he is white, and Dominican races away, Dominican first, Richkin second, I think Noble Dane out wide third, just in front of Revo Gold, Gil Hewer never a chance, followed by Joseph, then Don't Slouch and Gelato. Short Shoot had pulled up very quickly, and Spectella last. Well, I thought it was the clerk of the course at first, but it was Dominican, number 5 Dominican. $9 for the win, $2.20 for the place. Number 8 Richkin, $5.80, and 2 Noble Dane, $1.90. Dominican the winner, $9 and $2.20. Dominican trained on the track by Arthur Howlett, raced by J.M. and Mrs. J.A. Kilhane, a 5-year-old grey gelding, Dom Cimarosa, out of the former good mare Bad Galice that was raced by the connections of Dominican, J.M. and Mrs. J.A. Kilhane. Have a look at it, white as a ghost. Now, Richkin will get second and Noble Dane third. Richkin second, number 8, trained by Rada Bolgen at Maruya, ridden by Rolly Saxton. And Noble Dane, first run back from since the Orange Cup, third. Got to the line well, trained by Barbara Joseph. John Scourse was the rider there. But Dominican by Dom Cimarosa out of Bad Galice has now had 24 starts, 5 wins, 5 seconds and 3/3. The winner to return $9 and $2.20. Richkin $5.80, Noble Dane $1.90, Quinella $105.40, Exacta $208.80, Trifecta $1,243.90, the 7 and 5 extra double $152.30. But all credit to the winner. Dominican was always travelling beautifully, and a good ride by Therese Capes. 5.82 as the winner Dominican returns following the running of race 7 at Goulburn.
And Rod Galegas very happy with himself after tipping that horse a late mailer. $9 in New South Wales, $9.20 Super Tab, and $9.35 Queensland. We've got the...
I think on Oh So Handy. It's a little bit hard to pick it up behind the gates. Maltese Beauty in the meantime.
They blindfolded to put it in.
Goes forward. No, Oh So Handy will be blindfolded and placed in the gates, so that's why the rider's off the horse. Now, Positive Vibes. You can see Oh So Handy behind the gates, no blindfold on as yet. One of the old stages of the race, Radiant Mower moves forward, and Grand Old Campaigner. He's only had the 6 runs on the track, Radiant Mower, for 4 wins and 2 minor placings. Now God's Rule, Lee Angel and Advanced State come forward. Jacaranda Kid, Brains and Positive Vibes still out of line. And of course the 2 mounted police, they've been assisting today, taking runners to the barriers, and no doubt at their mounts, probably retired racehorses, thinking they're back on the scene again today. Now there's the blindfold on Oh So Handy, she'll be led in with that on. Blindfold now on Oh So Handy, they're endeavouring to move her around behind the gates towards her position. And Jacaranda Kid and Brains, the other 2 to go forward once Oh So Handy is positioned. The stage Oh So Handy is backing away from her position. And on the tote here, 3:30 now, God's Rule has taken